Hello everybody, and here I will be discussing objective questions in relations and functions. This is a part of class 12 mathematics, so we mainly deal with 1 marker and 2 markers. And if you need to know more about the theory of these objective questions, you can refer to my formulas or classes or videos. So we come to question 1. R is a relation on the set of all straight lines defined by L1 is related to L2 if and only if L1 is perpendicular to L2. Is R reflexive, symmetric, or transitive? Now R is symmetric since L1 is perpendicular to L2 implies L2 is perpendicular to L1. But R is not reflexive because a line cannot be perpendicular to itself. Also, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, L2 is perpendicular to L3, it does not mean L1 is perpendicular to L3. So R is not transitive. Next question. R is a relation on n defined by n is related to m if and only if n divides m. Is R reflexive, symmetric, transitive? Now R is reflexive and transitive because n can divide itself and A divides B implies B divides C implies A divides C. So R is transitive, but R is not symmetric because 2 divides 4 does not imply 4 divide 2. Coming to the next question, R is a relation on Z defined by X is related to Y if and only if mod X minus Y less than or equal to 1. Then you have the following choices. Now I'm saying that only A holds because mod X minus X is less than or equal to 1. So R is reflexive. Mod X minus Y less than or equal to 1 implies mod Y minus X less than or equal to 1. So R is symmetric. But mod x minus y less 2 mod 2 minus 3 less than or equal to 1, mod 3 minus 4 less than or equal to 1, but mod 2 minus 4 is not less than or equal to 1. So R is not transitive. So only A holds. Moving to the next question, R is a relation on R defined by the set of real numbers defined by A is related to B if A is greater than or equal to B. Then is R reflexive, symmetric, transitive? Now R is reflexive because A is greater than or equal to A. R is transitive because A greater than or equal to B, B greater than or equal to C implies A greater than or equal to C. But R is not symmetric because 2 greater than or equal to 1 does not imply 1 greater than or equal to 2. Moving to the next question, R is a relation on the set of all triangles in a plane defined by A is related to B if and only if A is congruent to B. Is R reflexive, symmetric, transitive? Now R is reflexive, yes, because a triangle is congruent to itself. A is congruent to B implies B is congruent to A. So R is symmetric. If triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 2 is congruent to triangle 3, then triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 3. So R is symmetric. So R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. We move on to the next question. R is a relation on n cross n defined by AB is related to CD if and only if A plus D equal to B plus C. Is R an equivalence relation? Now AA is related to AA. It is actually AB is related to AB. Just change it to AB is related to AB. So it is reflexive. Then AB is related to CD implies A plus D equal to B plus C. So D plus A equal to B plus C. That means CD is related to AB. Then we have we check the transitivity. Let AB be related to CD, CD be related to F. So A plus D equal to B plus C, C plus F equal to D plus C. If I add both, I get A plus D plus C plus F equal to B plus C plus D plus C. So C and D gets cancelled and I get A plus F equal to B plus E. So that means AB is related to EF. So it is transitive, so it is an equivalence relation. Now R is a relation on 1, 2, 3 given by R equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. Is R an equivalence relation? R is reflexive, but it is not symmetric because 1, 2 belongs to R, but 2, 1 does not belong to R. Again, it is transitive because here 1, 2, 2, 3 belong to R and 1, 3 belong to R. So it is transitive. Now next we have R is a relation on N defined by R equal to the set of all elements x, y such that x equal to y plus 3 where y greater than 5. Then which of the following holds? So we have only B holds because 6 is greater than 5 and x is y plus 3. Next we have R is a relation on 1, 2, 3 given by R equal to 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3. Is R an equivalence relation? R is only symmetric because 1, 2 belongs to R implies 2, 1 belongs to R, but R is not transitive because 1, 1 does not belong to R. R is not symmetric either. So R is not reflexive either because 2, 2 does not belong to R, 1, 1 does not belong to R. So R is only symmetric. Now, f is a function from a to b. If order of a is m, order of b is n, number of functions from a to b is n raised to m. So, if a has elements 1, 2, 3, b has elements a, b, find the number of functions from a to b. So, here it will be 2 raised to 3, which is 8, using the above formula. Moving on, we have f is a function from R to R defined by f of x equal to 2x when x greater than 3 equal to x squared when 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 equal to 3x when x less than or equal to 1. Find f of minus 1 plus f of 2 plus f of 4. F of minus 1 would be 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. F of 2 will be 4 and f of 4 will be 4 into 2, 8. So your answer will be 9. Next, moving on to the next question, f is a function from R to R defined by fx equal to x squared plus 1. Find the pre-image of minus 3. So if f of x equal to minus 3, we have x squared plus 1 equal to minus 3. So that means x squared is minus 4. And what is square root of minus 4? It's a complex number and your domain is R. So you can say that the pre-image does not exist. Now, next question, f is a function from C to C defined by fx equal to 3x squared minus 1 where C is a complex number. Find the pre-image of minus 28. So what do we need to do? We need to find x such that fx is minus 28. So 3x squared minus 1 is minus 28. So solving we get x squared equal to minus 9. So x equal to plus or minus 3i. Moving on to the next question, f is a function from n to n defined by fx equal to 2x plus 3. Which of the following holds? Now f is injective, but it is not surjective because if I write 2x plus 3 equal to y, x will be y minus 3 by 2, which need not be a natural number. So 1 has no preimage because if 2x plus 3 equal to 1, it will not have a preimage. So it is only injective. B holds. Next question, f is a function from R to R defined as fx equal to x squared minus 5 by x squared plus 4. Is f a bijection? Now f is not 1 to 1 because if I put x1 squared minus 5 by x1 squared plus 4 equal to f of x2, you will not get x1 equal to x2. So f is not 1 to 1. It is not onto also because if 2 belongs to R, you have say the codomain, I get x squared minus 5 by x squared plus 4 is 2. And solving you get x squared equal to minus 13. And what is your domain? It is R. So x is a complex number. So f is not 1 to 1 and not onto. It's not a bijection. Moving to the next question. Now before that, if f is a function from a to b, where order of a is m, order of b is n, if n equal to 2 and m greater than or equal to 2, number of onto functions from a to b is 2 raised to m minus 2. If n equal to 3 and m greater than or equal to 3, number of onto functions from a to b is 3 raised to m minus 3 into 2 raised to m minus 1. So if a equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n, where n is greater than or equal to 2, b equal to ab, find the number of surjective functions from a to b. So we want to find, what do we need to find? The number of onto functions. So n is 2 here, so it will be 2 raised to n minus 2. because order of A is n. Moving on, let f be a function from A to B where order of A is m, order of B is n. The number of injective functions from A to B is npm, where if m is less than or equal to n, equal to 0 if m is greater than n. So let A be the set of all elements ABC. So A has 3 elements. B be the set of all elements -3, -1, 0, 1, 3. Find the number of injective functions from A to B. So here order of A is 3, order of B is 5. So the number of injective functions will be 5p3 because n greater than or equal to m, 5 greater than 3. So that is 60. Now again continuing with functions, if f is a function from A to B, order of A is m, order of B is n, number of bijective functions from A to B is m factorial if m equal to n, equal to 0 if m not equal to n. So we can have a bijection. When can we have a bijection? If order of A equal to order of B. So let f be a function from A to B where order of A is 5, order of B is 6. Find the number of one-to-one and onto functions from A to B. So what do we need to find? The number of bijective functions from A to B. But here order of A is not equal to order of B, so this is 0. Now next question, which of the following functions from Z to Z is a bijection? Fx equal to x cubed, fx equal to x plus 2, fx equal to 2x plus 1 and fx is x squared plus 1. X cubed cannot be a bijection because when you take the pre-image you may not get an integer. But fx equal to x plus 2 is 1 to 1 and on 2. And 2x plus 1 also the pre-image may not be an integer. X squared plus 1 is not 1 to 1 because when I check for injectivity I get x1 equal to plus or minus x2. So your answer is just B. Now f is a function from r minus b to r minus 1 defined by fx equal to x minus a by x minus b where a not equal to b is f a bijection. Now f is 1 to 1 because suppose f of x1 equal to f of x2, what do we have? X1 minus a by x1 minus b equal to x2 minus a by x2 minus b. If we cross multiply we get x1 equal to x2. And suppose fx equal to y, then y equal to x minus a by x minus b. So we are checking for onto here. So when you simplify, you get x equal to b into y minus a by y minus 1, which will exist because your codomain is r minus 1. So y not equal to 1. So it is onto. So yes, f is a bijection because it is 1 to 1 and onto. So you will write that your answer is yes, it is a bijection. So please take a pen and paper and practice every line, every problem along with me. Thank you.